Yeah, good evening, my dear students and my dear subscribers. This is Niranjan. Welcome to Official Language Channel. Uh, Today, I'm going to share with you a new video that is intermediate first year, the first lesson, Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. So this is a fantastic, inspirational story about the great personality, about the Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of United States of America. So really a thought-provoking. I like this. This personality. In what we can say, this is the person Abraham Lincoln. Nobody can on this earth. Such a kind of personality we find, especially this president of United States of America, 16th president. Now let us discuss. Whenever we read, we read, definitely we will inspired by this, letter. So, and I would like to suggest all the parents, please make sure that to keep this so-called letter which is available in Google. Just type the Google Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. When you give this one, the letter will be appear, and please take and download. Because why I have been saying this one in the sense, because this letter, there is a lot of information, there is a lot of content, a thought-provoking information is available in this letter. So that is why, so I suggest all the parents, please keep this letter along with you while growing up your children, okay? Or at least once you read this, letter, how to bring the children is important education we find in this letter, especially in the 1809, particularly this Abraham Lincoln was born. Okay, now let us discuss. The first of all, we would like to please children, please make sure that keep your textbook along with you while learning this lesson. So about the writer, now we discuss about the writer. Abraham Lincoln, a self-taught lawyer. He was a lawyer, self-taught lawyer. Self-taught lawyer in the sense, do you know the meaning of the self-taught lawyer? Not depending on others, he has his own ideas. He has his own ideas, he has his own thoughts. Okay? So that means you try to understand, depend on your own ideas, not believe others. In this line, there is a lot of meaning is there. Okay? Please try to understand, my dear students. Legislator. So he was also elected legislator and a vocal opponent of slavery. This man, eradicated slavery in the United States of America in the particular 19th century. Okay, actually 1809 and 1865, this man was assassinated by, Booth. There was a controversy happened that will be discussed later. Okay, this man was opponent of slavery, was elected 16th President of United States of America in November 1860. Okay, 1860, shortly before the outbreak of Civil War. So when the last end of the Civil War in United States of America, this so-called, the Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of America. Okay, when the end of this Civil War in America. So in Telugu, Antaryuddham, Lincoln proved to be shrewd military strategist and a savvy leader. Lincoln proved to be a shrewd military strategist and a savvy leader. So this man was proved to be a shrewd military strategist. Of course, his strategy is nothing but some kind of a military and savvy leader. His Emancipation Proclamation paved the way for the abolition of slavery. So his proclamation, his ideas, his thoughts and his methodology and emancipation, so-called his dedication and his theories and his philosophies paved the way for the abolition of slavery. So, in what we can say in single line, we can say that this is the man eradicated slavery, United States of America, a great personality, that is Abraham Lincoln. While his Gettysburg Address stands as one of the most famous pieces of oratory in American history. So, this is Gettysburg's address stands, the particular address that shows that as one of the most famous pieces of oratory in American history. In American history, this is the one of the most, pieces of oratory American history. Of course, this is the man, a great orator, eloquent speaker. In April 1865, when the Union of April 1865, with the Union of on the brink of victory, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by Confederate sympathizer John Wilkes Booth. This is the man, John Wilkes Booth. In America, there was, the particular last end of this 1865 Civil War was going on. If you study about the American Revolution, you can find out about that Civil War. What is Civil War? Internal war. That is in American Confederate sympathizer John Wilkes Booth. This is the person, shooted at foresight. Abraham Lincoln was spotly, dead. So Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by Wilkes Booth, okay, John Wilkes Booth. When Abraham Lincoln was watching a particular, I think it's a drama in the Ford's Theatre. In Ford's Theatre, this thing happened, unfortunately, because the good people are not in a position to live in the society. I hope that this philosophy is correct philosophy. Okay, please try to understand, my dear students, what I am saying. Please try to think in the depth what I am saying. His ultimate is untimely death made him a martyr to the cause of liberty. So untimely death. So untimely death, when he was died, made him a martyr to cause of the liberty. So there, to cause of the liberty. This is the man who eradicated slavery in America. Of course, we see that in America there was no slavery, but slavery is going on in America. Of course, we find sometimes in media and newspapers there was some shootings. Some deaths happened, blacks and whites fighting. We find in and also media. Of course, recently we find one person was dead, belongs to black man. Okay, this is the controversy between white and black, and he is widely regarded as one of the greatest presidents in the history of United States of America. If you go Google, just type the greatest United States of America presidents, once again check it out. So this is the man has been listed the greatest president of America. Okay, you can see that. So, and also I would like to give a small information about Abraham Lincoln. Family belongs to farmer's family, and he was born in Kentucky state. He was born in Kentucky state, very poor family. He was not in a position to study. There is a lot of problems he faced in his life. It is not simple thing to say about Abraham Lincoln history. Of course, we have no that much of quality or education, that much of age to describe about the Abraham Lincoln, such a kind of personality. So once again go through that. If you want to know about the more Abraham Lincoln, just you can go YouTube and study about the Abraham Lincoln life and his career, how he became the United States of President America. Okay, this is the ultimate aim. About at the age of 13 years, he wanted to become the President of America. Almost all 56 times he failed in his life. Whatever the profession he did, whatever the work he did, he failed. In his love, he failed. In his legislator, he failed. Elections, he failed. Whatever the thing or profession he did, he failed. So, but the ultimate aim is to become the president of America. So, finally, he became the American president, that is the 16th president of United States of America. So, what we learn from him, there is a lot of information, there is a lot of thought-provoking information which we have to learn from this personality. Okay, my dear students, this is a really a fantastic personality of the person. Okay, so if you want to know about this Abraham Lincoln, just go through the YouTube channel and learn more about Abraham Lincoln. There is a lot of videos available on YouTube. Now, coming to this lesson, Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. Okay, so what is the title of this one? Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. So, Abraham Lincoln has many sons. Of course, he loved youngest son. Of course, he loves his youngest son. A very small boy, seems to be very good, very cute. Okay, so the first question is asking, what do parents expect while sending children to school? What do parents expect while sending children to school? So anybody, any student, those who are watching my videos, please comment. What do parents expect while sending children to school? Parents expect the children, they should be good, and they would be a good citizens of the country, and they would be in the great, and they would be doctors, engineers, lawyers. Okay, so these are the expectations generally parents expect from their children. Am I right or wrong? See, now the days are changed. Now the days are changed. There is a lot of information, lot of technology at present we find. That's why there are so many stories also I found that. But most of the parents expect the children should be educated, should be employment, should get employment. So these things parents expect from the children. This is a question, what do parents expect while sending children to school? But children are different, they are entirely different, their expectations are entirely different. Okay, their goals are entirely different. Their intuition is also which we try to understand about the children. What is their intuition, where they are particularly interest, we have to find. That's very important point especially for parents. Once the parents find where the intuition or else where their interest is in the particular field, once if you find, definitely we identify that, and then we follow and we make them sure to go the particular field. That's very important point which try to understand in this question. Yes, parents expect while sending children to school, they should be a good, and there should be a good employment and future, their bright future, they want to be a lawyer, doctor, engineer. Yes, second question, what should a school give apart from knowledge? What should a school give apart from knowledge? School gives knowledge. Okay, school gives knowledge, because knowledge in the sense all history, economics, political science, mathematics, geology. School is nothing but it is a learning premises. Okay, school is nothing but it's a learning premises. All the children can learn many subjects in order to be a great great persons, or else to become the good citizens of the country. Am I right or wrong? So here the question is, what should a school give apart from the knowledge? But most of the schools could not give, most of the schools could not give, I mean, what we can say, could give only knowledge. Apart from that, they could not give anything. Okay, here my opinion, if you see so many people, those people who failed in education, 10th class fail, and intermediate fail, degree failed students, engineering fail people, they, I mean, at right now, they are great position, because the intuition is important, the interest is important. You should have a passion regarding what you want to be, what is your ideas, that should be stick on. You have to stick on about the ideas that you have. That's very important point. For example, you see in business people like Mukesh Ambani and Dhirubhai Ambani and what we can say, Warren Buffett, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Of course, he was educated, but at least minimum education is important, but not up to the, I mean, higher education is not important, I think, in my opinion, because if you have that much of intuition, you should have that kind of passion. See, for example, Lalita Jewelers head. Okay, so I think he has not studied even 10th class. He might be studied only 5th and 7th class only. I might have heard, I have seen somewhere. See, here what should a school give apart from knowledge, in the sense, the school should give not only knowledge but also give the intelligence, okay, but also intelligence, the life skills also very important. How to live in the society, how to, I mean, mingle with the people, the general, I mean, secular outlook is also important from the schools. That is expected Abraham Lincoln because of his son. Okay, that's why here Abraham Lincoln is writing letter to his son's teacher. What he was writing, now we discuss. The third question: how does education contribute to personality development? Yes. How does education contribute to personality development? So, what is the what he calls the contribution of education, the personality development? How the personality development process happens? How the education will help you? How much education will help you to become a great personality? I think education is only a small parameter. Just it's a small parameter, I think, in my opinion. Those students who have been watching my videos, please, I mean, listen carefully and enjoy my classes. I hope that. So education is only, it's a little bit of a small parameter. It is not complete, I mean, to get a great personality in the world. Okay, but you should have intuition and passion, and a minimum qualification is required. Okay, so how does education contribute to personality development? Education should contribute definitely to become a great person. There is no doubt at all. But even though the people who are failed in education, like 10th inter degree, they are also maybe a great people in this society, that you should try to understand. Yeah, here the first paragraph, now I am reading. My son starts school today. It is all going to be strange and new to him. It is all going to be strange and new to him for a while, and I wish you would treat him gently. It is an adventure that might take him across continents. All the adventures probably includes wars, tragedy, and sorrow. To live this life will require faith, love, and courage. So, in order to live in our life, that is required courage, love, and faith. These are the, I mean, 3 points which, I mean, what we can say Abraham Lincoln said about his son to his teacher. Generally, my son starts school. Here, the small boy. So, the small boy, actually has been living in the house. Am I right or wrong? Once he wanted to go to school, or when we are joining the school, there is a change, atmosphere change. Okay, atmosphere change. So once school atmosphere is entirely different than the home atmosphere. You know that how the boy is in the house. How the boy is in the house? Because he never bother about, because father and mother, okay, and grandmother, grandfather are there in the house. That's why habituated, the boy habituated all these things in the home. When he changed the another atmosphere, school atmosphere, there is a lot of changes are going to be happen in the mindset of the boy. Here, that's why this is the reason. That's why the first line, my son starts school today. My son is joining school today. It is all going to be strange and new to him for a while, and I wish you would treat him gently. So here the question is very important here. It is all going to be strange. Yes, it is all going to be strange, because one place to another place the boy is going. That's why it is going to be strange and new to him for a while, and I wish you would treat him gently. Yeah, I wish you would treat him gently. So most of the corporate schools, and you know that how the children are treated in the schools, you can just observe, okay, especially in commercial purpose or in corporate schools, we can find this this nature, how the children are treated in the schools once the first boy is joining in the school. Okay, after that we will see the next nature, how the punishments, how the next process we can see in the corporate schools and some other schools. Okay, that's why here Abraham Lincoln, being the President of United States of America, the 16th President States of America, writing letter to the teacher. The teacher should be very careful. Teacher should be a gently friend, philosopher and guide. Teacher should be friend and philosopher and guide. Otherwise, he is not fit for that particular job. It is better to go for another, job, because he has a lot of patience, he has a lot of knowledge, he has a lot of friendship with the children, maintaining friendship with the children, and a great philosopher friend, and also altogether all. That's why the student always believes the teacher whenever he or she is, wherever he or she is. This is very important point that try to understand. That is the line is very important line. That's why I'm focusing. I wish you would treat him gently. Once if you treat him gently, like a home atmosphere, the boy can adjust adjust this particular place, because the boy shifted to one place to another place. It takes some time to adjust his mentality, because of the new people, a new school building, teachers, okay, friends. These people are entirely different compared than home atmosphere. Am I right or wrong? So it is an adventure that might take him across continents. It is an adventure. What is an adventure? School is an adventure that might take him across continents. So it is an adventure. Adventure in the sense it is a doing a great things. School is a great school. It is an adventure. That is why please make sure that treat him gently, and might take him across the continents. He can across the continents. He can learn many things. He can travel across the continents. He can learn so much knowledge. This is important line which we find here. All the adventures probably include wars, tragedy and sorrow. So all the adventures probably include wars, tragedy and sorrow. What are the adventures here? Probably that might be wars, that might be tragedy and sorrow. All these things we find in school. All these things in one's life, when the age grows, we find the tragedy, wars and sorrows. definitely, I mean, one's own life we, I mean, what we can say, experienced. So once we experienced the sorrow, war, and I mean, what we can say, tragedy, uh, the school is, I mean, the education, school in the sense your education will give you and guide you and help you a lot in order to, I mean, balance your mind. That's very important, I mean, point which stressed, I mean, Abraham Lincoln for the sake of his son. Okay, so that's why I told all the parents, please make sure that keep this letter along with you while bringing up your children. To live this life will require faith, love, and courage. So because life is not a bed of roses, it is a full of sorrows, full of tragedies, full of, I mean, wars. That is why, so to live the happy life, we have faith and love and courage. Okay, so I think this video, I mean, 26 minutes, I mean, completed. That's why I would like to make another video about this particular lesson. Very interesting and thought-provoking. Really a good personality of this, I mean, so-called Abraham Lincoln. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Take care. Please subscribe my channel and continue my videos. Watch my videos. Tap the bell icon button to get the latest notifications. Thank you very much.